pointing to Brian in the ring.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh, look out. Doug Gilbert jumps in and nails Brian Christopher. Now it's 3 against 1. His own partner has turned against him.
Come on, Tony. What are you doing?
I told you. I'm trained with them now.
Well, she went over and she got Doug Gilbert to turn against Brian Christopher. And that, look out. Doug Gilbert's hit the ring.
Here comes Eddie and Doug Gilbert.
I remember getting to Louisville, Kentucky one time early. You know we go to Louisville sometimes during the week. And we get to Louisville, and I got up there early and taught him that move right there. Off the top, Eddie gets the 3 count. 1, 2, 3. I told you, he got it, didn't he?
Well, that's an excellent
But you know
prediction
what?
you made there, Eddie. Now, look, the match
But you
is
know
over.
what? There's one problem. There's just one problem, Dave. You may be able to beat this little punk here, and you may run around and carry Jerry Lawler's bags for him and everything, but one thing for sure, brother, you ain't seen on your best day that you could beat me. So why don't you just mosey on down here right now, and why don't you take a part of me, huh? Well, you want some of me, huh? Yeah, I'll go in there,
Yeah, Brian says, why don't you come in the
Oh,
ring?
you're the big one. Oh, you're a cheerleader. You want to see who the greatest single wrestler is in the USWA?
Well, you claimed you're
You're saying that I'm not? Well, I'm going to prove to you that I am right now.
If you are, you have to prove it in the ring, not out here talking to us. The referee is still here. And if Eddie Gilbert wants to climb in that ring, I don't see Brian Christopher leaving. He's waiting for it. He's saying, come right on in, sir. I've just wrestled the match and won it. Oh, look out. Eddie Gilbert pulls his feet out from under him, gets him down here on the floor, runs him into the ring post. Oh, no.
Hot stuff goes after Brian Christopher right now. Over to the other side. And look at Christopher. 45 nails Eddie Gilbert. Here comes Doug. I know he went far away. He jumps in into the Gilbert double team Brian Christopher.
And we got 2 against 1, both the Gilberts against Brian Christopher. Oh,
Christopher went under. Up the line. The king, Jerry Lawler, comes out and the Gilbert hightail it away.
He really is.
well, that's the word from Big Business Brown over here, who's in from Tampa, Florida. There's a count of 3. Brian Christopher puts the special 3 count on the Shadow and walks away with a victory. Well, he hasn't walked away yet. Doug Gilbert is still out there running around ringside. There you see Doug over on the left. Brian inviting him into the ring. Hey, come on in. Meanwhile, there goes the Shadow, unceremoniously dumped over the top rope. Doug Gilbert up on the apron.
Yeah, Brian's telling him, hey, come on in here, big guy. Come on in. Doug saying, you want me to come and get me?
Oh, here comes Eddie. Look out behind, Brian.
Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert comes in from behind, and the Gilberts jump on Brian Christopher. Double clothesline and take Brian down. Eddie and Doug Gilbert jump on Brian Christopher.
Here comes help.
Here is the King, and there go the Gilberts. Tony Williams in there with the Gilbert. Double clothesline on Tony Williams. Oh, and he jumped on the referee.
Goes after the referee.
Eddie Gilbert just went over and started kicking referee Kevin Christian. Here's Lawler and Christopher. And there go the Gilberts.
And once again, it's time now for the Gilberts to get out of here, they decide, as Lawler and Christopher come in to even things up a little bit.
I don't know, King. I think he may have saw something. I don't know if that's that Mustafa guy again. No, it was
Doug Gilbert jumps in the ring.
Gilbert, and it was Eddie Gilbert behind the curtain. And he comes behind Lawler. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert jumps Lawler from behind. He was coming behind that curtain. I saw Jerry pointing over there. He saw something moving, it was the Gilbert.
He saw Doug Gilbert, apparently, and Doug came flying through, diverted everybody's attention. I see a chain lying in the middle of the ring, too.
Yeah. Oh, they pile drive Jerry Lawler. Eddie Gilbert with a pile driver grabs BB-13 top cap. Slams Christopher
Now, the referee is telling Big Business Brown, you get them and get them all out of here right now.
Well, that's going to do it. Brian Christopher is going to be the winner by disqualification. Well, the Gilbert's interfering in it. Oh! Eddie Gilbert busts the referee with that hubcap.
And $1,000 lighter your wallet's going to be, Eddie Gilbert.
Well, you understand what I'm going to do? I'm going to get that Southern Belle, Dave Brown, and I'm going to get Brian Christopher down. I'm going to take him down like this and that. And when he gets on the floor, Dave Brown, I'm going to call, get a little oxygen hooked up his nose so he can breathe. Because he's laying like this. I wish he was out here right now, really. He's laying down like this right here. And then I was right on top of him.
There's Doug Gilbert. Well, Brian Christopher had some words about the bout coming up with dangerous Doug Gilbert. Let's hear now from Brian Christopher.
You know, week after week, I come out here on this wrestling program with my USWA title slung over my shoulder. And I call it my USWA heavyweight title because I'm the one that beat Jeff Jarrett for it, and I'm the one that took it from him and put it around my waist and wore it there proudly for months and months and months. But this week, I'm out here empty-handed because Doug Gilbert, and not only Doug Gilbert, but him and his brother Eddie Gilbert stole that belt from me. And I mean, they stole it from me. And Doug Gilbert, we go back a long ways. First, you had Tony Adams talking to your ear, and you stabbed me in the back for her. Then you've stolen a ring jacket that was given to me by Jerry Lawler, and that meant a lot to me. And now you've stolen my belt, which means an awful lot to me also. Well, I'm getting sick, and I'm getting tired of your cheating ways. And this week, it's all going to come to a screeching halt at the hands of Brian Christopher. Because this week, I got to put my hair at stake. That's the only way, Eddie Marlin told me, that I could get a return title match. Well, Doug Gilbert, you're not the man that's going to shave my head. There hadn't been a man born that's going to shave the head of Brian Christopher. So you show up this week and you bring my belt because it's my belt and it's going to go back with me. You understand that? You be there, Doug Gilbert, because I know I will.